Well, welcome back. This is my second segment of Be Well Wednesdays. My name's Fredo. If you don't know me, now you know. My last video touched upon resolutions and why we keep them and why we don't. And I had a follow-up for that video. I practiced, I planned, I wrote it down, and I was getting ready for it last night, and then I came upon some somber news. I guess life happens. So it shifted what I'm going to do today. I had a best friend, a real close friend of mine. I've known this guy since 3rd grade. And his mother was like a second mother to me. He sent me a text last night, and he told me that his mom is going in for surgery today, breast cancer surgery. And just change what I'm going to do today. I feel like I need to talk to her. And I have to tell you that the only thing that pops in my mind right now, right this moment, I have to just spit this out. You are stronger than cancer. I'll say this again. You are stronger than cancer. The human body is stronger than cancer, if it is allowed. And you're a strong woman. I know you. You are a strong woman. I mean, you're like, what, 5'7" and pick me up? I remember that day. That day, you picked me up. We were in trouble. The day we broke the window in your bedroom, playing, we were roughing around. Yep. Remember that day clearly. But it just goes to show how strong you are. So you have everything in you to overcome this. And we all have it all in us. We have the power to overcome anything. We just have to really, really find it. And it all starts with the decision. Now, I've been around survivors. I've volunteered at organizations that raise funds for cancer research. Now, I'm not a cancer patient myself or a survivor, but I've been around and I've seen the stories, and they inspired me. And one of the organizations that come to mind is Immerman Angels. Now, the people in that organization are amazing. What they do is connect cancer survivors to cancer patients, and that's liberating in itself. To be able to find someone and connect with someone who's overcome the same thing as you, it's something I definitely commend. And the thing that kept reoccurring when you asked the question, how'd you do it? Well, and I've asked that question, how'd you do it? And it's not even just cancer. It's things that we've overcome. And like I said, I'm not a cancer patient or survivor, but I have looked death in the eyes, and I said, I don't want to see you for a while. I've made that decision before. And it's tough. Oh, it's tough. Laying in bed, not knowing when it could happen, if it's going to happen. Am I going to live? I've been there. Now, I won't share the details of that story. Some of you guys might remember. We'll talk about that in another video. But the reoccurring thing was healing starts within. And every single person who has survived or conquered anything made a decision to do it, and then they made a commitment to it. And the way to do that is you have to see things as they are, not worse than they are. A lot of times we see things worse than they are, and that just shifts our mind to the negative. And it's easy to give up when you don't see the positive. When you believe you're worse off than you are. You have to see things as they are. And that's the words from Tony Robbins. See things as they are, not worse than they are. And then you have to see yourself better. So every day, this is something I encourage you to do. Every day, wake up and set the tone for the day. Don't think about yesterday. You are not yesterday anymore. You are tomorrow. And let's set the tone for the future. So when you wake up, look in the mirror and tell yourself who you are. And that is who you will be. Who are you becoming? And if you're on the road to health, reaffirm that to yourself. Reaffirm it with everything in your being. And what that does is commands the subconscious to help you make choices throughout your day. You will make choices that you wouldn't have made if you woke up and said, oh Lord, here goes another day. We all have those another day people, and what happens? They live the same day over and over. Oh God, back hurt, neck hurt, need some Tylenol or a drink, whatever. I don't want to hear it. Those another day people, it's another same day. That's not how you have to live. Every day has to become better. So see yourself better. And focus on health. That's the true way to fight. The fight isn't against cancer or against diabetes or against obesity or whatever might be out there suffering. It's not against the bad relationships, because if you focus on that it has to show up. It has to be there so you can fight it. Now focus on health. Focus on wellness. Focus on a cancer-free body. Focus on a perfect weight, whatever it is. Focus on a great relationship. And you start to command your subconscious to open up, and then you'll see new opportunities, things that you would never saw. You'll have answers to questions you might have never even asked. And the next thing I want to tell you is to quiet the mind within, quiet the voice within. That voice. How many times have we been to a spot in our life? We've come to an obstacle and we believe we can overcome it, and then we talk ourselves out of it. How many times has that happened? How many times have we said, oh, never mind, I can't do that. How am I going to do it? Don't ask how. You'll find a way. Make the commitment first. Make the commitment. Don't listen to that voice within, because that voice, most of it is negative. So why listen? Tell that voice to shut up. Yeah, I said it. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. You might sound crazy. Say it out loud. I don't want to hear you anymore. Nah. Hell. I say it sometimes. Because you have to. You have to, whatever you want to overcome or any goal you want to achieve, you have to quiet that mind, because that voice will tell you anything and everything to stop you, and it comes up with the right things. How many times have you rationalized being wrong? It happens. It happens all the time. Another thing I want to tell you is, even when you're not at the best of mind, keep the people around you who are at best of mind. Keep good company. No one wants a failing company. That's why people sell them. Keep good company. Keep people who are going to uplift you, who will make you laugh. Laughter is considered one of the best medicines. So hell, find the funniest person in your family and give them something to make them tell you jokes all day. I don't know, whatever it takes. Keep good company. Keep the people who say you can do it. Not the ones who you complain to and then they'll say, oh, well, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how you're going to do this. Get them out. They don't need to be around for this. Get the ones that, if you come to the point where, oh, I don't know if I can make it, that person next to you will say, yes, you can, and I know you can. Find a person who will believe in you when you don't believe in you. And watch how you start believing. The next thing I want to tell you is to take your health in your own hands. Look, healthcare is more than just insurance. Why do we read a book? Because we want to better the health of our minds. Why do we exercise? We want to better our physical health. Why do we go out and socialize? To better our social health. Health and wellness is a big puzzle with simple pieces. We just got to fit them together. And it's up to us. We have to make that decision. Healthcare is a daily thing, and it is not work. It is not something that you should dread. This should inspire you every single day, give you purpose, give you growth. Our bodies are made to conquer. We are designed to conquer. Since the beginning of man, we are designed to conquer, and if we do not set ourselves on a path to conquer, then our body starts to reverse. We start to slowly shut down, and that's what you see around us all the time. People are slowly shutting down. Look at the epidemics of the world. The rates of chronic disease are going up as people are slowly shutting down. It's time to reboot, reset. Let's start tomorrow different than we started today. And let's start the next day different. But with the same thing in mind. Better ourselves. It starts with
healthcare laws changed.
The war against cancer has been fought with one arm behind the back. And I would never go into the ring with a heavyweight champion of the world and fight with one arm. And yet, by restricting cancer research and cancer treatment to basically drug, surgery, radiation approaches, and not considering nutrition seriously, we've done a terrible disservice to all these people.
So it's not that people are lying. It's not that everybody who works in the cancer industry is somehow an evil and wicked person. What we look at here is we're seeing that a lot of people are just doing what they believe is best. You can be as sincere, and you can be sincerely wrong.
The good news is we can change that today. One of the few free choices a person has is what they will or will not eat.
So we have to make sure that we are looking at doing everything possible to build the body up, not break it down. That makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it?
You should do everything you possibly can and stack the deck in your favor. And that means building the immune system nutritionally and using vitamins to help the body fight the disease, because being malnourished can't possibly help you beat cancer.
You are loved. You got to remember that. You are loved. Your kids love you. I love you. Your husband loves you. Your family loves you. But you are going to have to love you stronger than you've never loved yourself. Stronger than you ever loved yourself. You're going to have to love you enough to not take no for an answer. If something doesn't work, oh well. We're going to find something that wills. Love yourself enough not to give up. You can't give up. You must not give up. Just continue to recondition your mind, your body. Find the strength within. If you're not strong enough, someone next to you needs to be strong. Keep the right company, like I said earlier. Keep the right company and really focus on a better you, better health. You can overcome whatever it is that's slowing you down. It's just an obstacle. It is set to test what we are designed to do, and that is conquer. We are designed to overcome. And remember, keep your mind strong, keep your mind healthy.
Why isn't this being done? Because the next assumption is, if this were so good, my doctor would already know about it. If this were so good, it would be on television. If this were so good, it would be taught in medical school. And that's another one of those assumptions. Why would you want to teach about vitamins in medical school? Why would medical doctors who studied medicine and practiced medicine and are heavily funded by pharmaceutical companies, why would they go and look into vitamins? The pharmaceutical companies are not going to advocate vitamins. That's not going to work. The government doesn't know anything that isn't told by the pharmaceutical companies and other lobbies and by medical lobbies. The people don't know because they had an education that never had the word orthomolecular in it. Dr. Hugh Reardon said that orthomolecular, which is therapeutic nutrition, orthomolecular medicine, is not the answer to any question posed in medical school.
Weed out all of the negatives. All of the negatives. In the book, As a Man Thinketh, the author uses an analogy that I can never forget. The mind is that of a garden, and we must take care of it to grow what we want to grow. We have to pull the weeds. We have to water it. We have to nurture it, give it sunlight, give it what it needs to grow the garden that we want. But if you let that mind go astray, it becomes a garden full of reeds. The flowers die. We can't let that happen. Keep the people around you who won't let that happen. Every day remind yourself that that won't happen. That you have what it takes. That you are stronger than you've ever been. You get it. I believe in you. I trust in you. I trust in yourself. Whatever it is that you're facing, you're strong enough.
So we say,